Why did the government try to do something like that? You know, give a line of defense for Pakistan. It's almost unbelievable, but it's happened. On the Newshour debate tonight, Smriti Irani of the BJP, Subramaniam Swamy, President of the Janata Party in our studios, Bharat Kumar Raut of the Shiv Sena, Dr. Mehboob Beg of the National Conference, Kamal Farooqi of the Samajwadi Party, Atul Kumar Ranjan of the Communist Party of India. And my first question is to PC Chako, Senior Leader, Member of Parliament and National Spokesperson of the Congress Party. Mr. Chako, did your government believe it would not get caught red-handed when it tried to change the facts in the way that it did? And why is your government giving Pakistan a way out when it is the responsibility of your government to be taking on Pakistan for the killing of our soldiers?
The allegation is totally
Chako, these are the 5 men who gave their lives for India. My request to you tonight, sir, is to find the Prime Minister, find his voice, so that he, since you don't want to, since you say that Arnab Goswami is not the custodian of India's interest, there is a belief in the nation that the Prime Minister symbolizes Indian aspiration, though the Prime Minister actually has let down that belief on many an occasion. My request to you as an Indian tonight is to find the Prime Minister, find his voice so that he can pay homage and give condolences to the families of these martyrs. Secondly, sir, there is a gentleman by the name of Nayak Sambhaji who still lies injured in an army hospital, who was ambushed along with these martyrs. There is nobody, sir, from your government who has gone to the hospital and paid a visit and inquired upon the health of Nayak Sambhaji. With regards to what Mr. Chako says, Mr. Goswami, on Newshour tonight, that you are to take the defense minister's statements to be true and disregard what the PRO Defense Jammu said in the morning. My response to that is this, that this morning in the Rajya Sabha, I myself was personally witness to the fact that Mr. Anthony got up and said, well, I don't have all the facts, let me refer to the chief after he comes back and then get back to Parliament. The question, sir, Mr. Chako, since you want me to take only the defense minister's words to be true, the question, sir, tonight
trained by Pakistan. And why should the terrorists come dressed as Pakistani soldiers? They are their masters, they are their trainers. So if you find anybody in Pakistan uniform, it's obviously Pakistan soldier. So I can't understand how this government can use such terminology by which it looks as if they are actually apologists for Pakistan. This is a matter of great shame. You see today the news item that for a single person called who brought out the WikiLeaks, Obama has cancelled his visit to Russia. Here they are still debating about going and meeting the Prime Minister of Pakistan.
No, Mr. Please.
Well, this is what the whole country wants to hear, not a few secessionists.
No. This is what you want to say, and this is what he wants to hear. Let people decide. Let you and me not decide it.
Of course, let people decide. They will decide.
Yeah, please,
you can be sure they will decide. You go and find out the atmosphere in.
I know. What people are asking tonight, and my next point, let's get everybody in, to Kamal Farooqi and then to Atul Kumar Anjan, Bharat Kumar Rao. Then we have an open session. My only question is, why does the government which you support, Kamal Farooqi, you support, the government is surviving on your support? Why is your government, therefore your government, giving credence to Pakistan's theory of non-state actors disrupting relations between the two countries by claiming these were terrorists in a fancy dress competition wearing Pakistan Army uniforms? It's a complete contradiction from the first statement. The government of India, the defense minister of India, has helped Pakistan justify its denial. It is extremely serious. Mr. Farooqi, is it serious enough for you to threaten to withdraw support from this government?
First of all, Mr. Arnav, it is not our government.
Okay.
These are the facts.
Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it is not. It is not our government.
Arnav,
we are only supporting from outside.
Whether you support or not.
I'm asking the question, Mr. Chako.
First of all, please get your facts clear. We are. Chaku, let me explain. We are not holding a brief either for the government, or the kind of halla bolo by BJP. Our concern is most unfortunately the kind of matter which has happened, and most unfortunate which has happened. Yes, it was from the Pakistan side, whether they were the army people in guise or the real army, but it is a fact of the matter that this was done from the land of Pakistan, and no way Pakistan can be exonerated from the responsibility of killing our innocent people at our side of the border. The second part, which I feel very sorry about the whole thing, of course the discussion must carry on, but there must be healthy discussion. But the way the discussion is going on, we are giving a kind of assistance to Pakistan by providing these kind of
what are you saying, Mr. Chako? Mr. Farooqi, how the only assistance Pakistan is getting, Mr. Farooqi, is from the government?
How? Because we are deciding here whether the government should talk to them or not, whether we should snap ties there, whether we should move our forces, just like what has happened in the parliament attack case. All our forces started
Mr. Farooqi,
let this be decided by the government.
Mr. Farooqi, a counter question coming from Smriti Irani before. No, 1 second. Mr. Farooqi, let me remind you. Let me remind you. Mr. Farooqi, send a very strong signal.
We must send a very strong signal to Pakistan that all of us, to whichever party we belong, we are united in this, and we'll give it a fitting reply.
Sir, you are avoiding the entire issue. You are avoiding the entire issue. You are avoiding the entire issue tonight. I wonder why. Because my question is this.
We are not mixing it up.
My question is So, Mr. Farooqi, the government has been caught red-handed removing the critical lines from the initial press release which pinned the responsibility on the Pakistani army and singled out their motivation behind the attack. This has all been removed. I am asking tonight what everyone in India is asking. What has happened to the government? What has happened to the government? That it is deleting those lines which pin responsibility on Pakistan. What has happened to the government that
That's
it's
a
doing
matter
that?
of
And that's a question. It's not. You avoided the
your
question.
opinion,
But-
Mr. Arnab Goswami. That is only
No, we are
your
not avoiding.
opinion.
We are not avoiding.
That
Sir,
may be-
sir,
we are not avoiding.
sir,
We are not avoiding.
sir,
That's a matter of
Mr.
fact. That is
Chako,
not what people think in this country.
Mr. Chako, you have been attacking me since the beginning of
It is
Newshour,
your
and I want to
opinion.
ask you a
It is
question.
not the people's opinion.
I am asking you a question.
Don't speak on behalf of the people.
Mr.
You say
Chako,
your
okay.
opinion.
Mr. Chako,
Maybe you will
consider
get the
that I am
support of the
speaking for
BJP on
myself.
this, but not the people's opinion.
Okay, Mr. Chako, you represent the people's opinion and I
your
don't.
opinion, maybe you may get the support of the BJP, but that
Mr.
is not the
Chako,
opinion of the people
Mr.
of this
Chako,
country.
I am least interested in getting the support of the BJP, the Congress, the left, the Janata Party, the Samajwadi Party or the Shiv Sena. I think I don't need to prove my credentials as an independent journalist tonight, and I'm sure you are aware of my background. But I'm asking you tonight, Mr. Chako, prove to me that one of these letters is fake, and I will take back my words. I am asking you, challenging you. There are two press releases. You prove to
I am
me
challenging
which
you.
one is fake.
I'm telling
Which one
you
is fake?
That the government of India, Mr. Arnab Goswami, if you are interested in listening, I am telling you.
Yes.
The opinion of the government of India is the statement made by Mr. Anthony on the floor of the House.
Which means-
we have not exonerated Pakistan.
Which means the Jammu
We
press
said
release
that
is fake.
Anthony's statement is very clear.
Which means
Anthony's
this
statement
press
is
release,
more than clear
which
that
means,
Pakistan is responsible.
Mr. Chako,
We
that you are
not,
saying,
giving them
no, Mr. Chako,
any chance to escape
then
from
Mr.
this.
Chako, tell me,
It
this
is-
press
it is
release
your
which,
interpretation.
this press release
Anthony's
which
statement
says,
is very clear
No.
that the responsibility is squarely on Pakistan.
Mr.
And if anybody
Chako,
interprets it otherwise, it is
Mr.
with
Chako, you're
ulterior
getting a
motive.
counter. I would like to get Bharat Kumar or Atul Kumar Anjan in. This press release is press information, Defence Wing, Government of India. It's a release at 3:57 p.m. Are you saying this is fake? Is this fake, or has this been censored?
I again
Arnab,
tell
very
you,
one point
you
single.
please take
No.
Mr. Anthony's opinion as the opinion of
It
the
is the
government of
released
India.
opinion. Maybe you didn't
don't
expect
take
it to be
any
released.
Mr. Chako,
We are getting
Mr.
responses.
Chako,
Bharat Kumar Anjan, Bharat Kumar Raut. When we're opening
Mr.
up the debate,
Anthony's
Bharat Kumar
statement
Anjan
today in the
first.
Rajya Sabha was that he has no facts with him.
Please, Mr.
One
Chako.
second.
And on what
Atul Kumar
basis then?
Anjan.
In the absence of facts,
Atul Kumar Anjan
did he give
first.
an alibi to Pakistani army?
Floor of Parliament.
Yes,
Can I have
just
1
want
minute,
to-
1 minute,
just
1
hold
minute,
on.
1 minute, 1 minute. Mr. Chako, Mr.
Your
Chako.
Parliament,
When did
you are
Mr. Anthony
twisting the
willfully
truth.
lie to
One
Parliament?
second.
Yesterday or
Mr.
today?
Chako, you are twisting the truth.
Yes,
Your
Mr.
Prime
Anjan.
Minister is a liar. Your Prime Minister is a liar. Don't speak all that way. Please listen others. Listen others. I just want to tell you, last time when Pakistan attacked and our 2 soldiers were killed, same type of arguments were given by the government of India, by the Defence Ministry. One head, still we are waiting from the Pakistani side. Once again, you are trying to exonerate to whom? And when you are saying that they were, you see, jihadis in the dress of the military people, you can know that the Pakistani jihadis are in Pakistani dress. You verified it within hours, but you fail to understand that they are going to attack you. And such type of acts, you see, I think demoralizes the India. We have to prepare our preparedness. We have to
2 minutes
secure
into
our
open
border.
debate.
And I tell you,
2 minutes into open
and
debate,
one
I get
thing
the
out,
Shiv
then
Sena.
Finally, I just want to say finally also, these talks about the Prime Minister level, whether Nawaz Sharif or Prime Minister will meet, before that, structural dialogue should go on. At the top rank, you discussing it, no solution will be found. The commanders and the LOC should meet. Then Foreign Ministry should meet. Foreign Secretary should be meet. There should be Home Minister people should meet. And then the Foreign Minister should meet of the both countries. And then if the development takes place, then final talk.
Bharat Kumar Raut, you've heard the Congress defense.
Hysteria cannot be the case.
Yeah, Bharat Kumar Raut, let's have the first round completed. Bharat Kumar Raut, your response to PC Chako and Mehboob Beg's combined defense. And then we are opening it up. Smriti Irani and Subramaniam Swami, I'll come to you after that. Yes, please.
Arnab, right at the outset, let me salute those 5 bravos, the sons of Mother India, for their ultimate sacrifice. Having said this, I am really annoyed and I'm protesting the way the government is taking up the matter. I was present when External Affairs Minister Mr. Anthony made the statement in the House of Rajya Sabha.
Defence Minister.
Mr. Anthony said that I am subject to correction. When he made the statement, then there was a benefit of doubt that could be given to Anthony that yes, he doesn't have the full-fledged information, and he would come with the information. When he made the statement, there was no iota of doubt about what he was talking. But thanks to the opposition, thanks to the BJP members, that they immediately rose and said that here you are exonerating Pakistan army from the crime that has been done. Then after that, it was proved that yes, there was another statement, and it was a statement. It was not a private, it was not a government communication. It was a statement made out to the public by the Defense Ministry.
Absolutely.
Defense Ministry, that to those who are on the ground. From Jammu it was made.
This is so scandalous.
That is altered criminally by the External Affairs Ministry.
This is such a scandal.
Now whom are you playing with?
No,
whom are you playing with? You are playing with the lives of those 5 brave soldiers. You are playing with the aspirations of the people, and you are playing with the trust of the
my question tonight is this, and I go back to Smriti Irani for a second round of counter questions, in which we will have counter questions from the opposition to the Congress party, right? And by the way, Mr. Chako, let me remind you, I don't think Atul Kumar Anjan is a member of the BJP. Since you said that what I am saying is going to make the BJP happy, for your kind information, Atul Kumar Anjan is not a BJP member yet. Now my question is this, Smriti Irani, your second round of rebuts.
Mr. Arnav, Mr. Arnav, if you invite your guest for a discussion, you should have the patience to listen first. Don't interrupt like this. And I repeatedly say that Ms. Antony's statement on the floor of the House is the opinion of India government. Then you wanted to quote something else and say that
if you are having a new point, you just...
That is what I said.
Mr. Chako, Mr. Chako, if you have a new point, if you have a...
And it is not...
Mr. Chako, if you have a new point on behalf of the government...
...from this country.
No. Mr. Chako, you are repeating the same point. If you have a new point, you can refer it. Otherwise, repeating the same line is not... If you are having new point, Mr. Chako, I would refer that one.
Every point of view...
You listen.
Every point of view...
I don't think that, you know, how many...
No, every point of view that is critical of a government action does not have a BJP patent over it. And my second question now, Smriti Irani has a counter question to you, Mr. Chako. Smriti Irani to PC Chako. Yes. Mr. Irani.
Why should I answer to...
No, she raised her hand. She disagreed with you. That's why. Yes.
No, that is not the point.
Well, Mr. Chako...
I want to know that if you want to... Where are you interested in listening to the point of view of the Congress party on this
Mr.
issue?
Chako, of course...
Are you interested in listening to what Mr. Antony said and what it is going to be?
Listening?
And Mr. External Affairs Minister
we are listening your same repeated parrot-like words.
Mr. Chako.
External Affairs Minister of India.
No, Mr.
External Affairs Minister of India was telling to you, Mr. Arnab Goswami, 5 minutes back, that the Prime Minister's talk, when and how and whether it will be
Mr. Chako,
will be decided later.
Mr. Chako, Mr. Chako, the Foreign Minister of India who I spoke to claims there are no contradiction in the letters, but everybody, including you, know the second letter completely does away with the reference to why the Pakistani army would launch such an attack on Indian troops as a retaliation to India's successful attempts at preventing infiltration. The deletion of that sentence amounts to a compromise with the national interest. And please now, sir, Smriti Irani wanted to say something to you. Please hear her. Smriti Irani's rebut, please. Go ahead.
Mr. Chako has advised many people on your channel tonight that when one speaks, there should be absolutely no interruption from the other. Hence, I invoke his advice and say the following. Mr. Chako claims that when the defense minister speaks or the foreign minister speaks, they are the voice of the government. I have highlighted the contradiction in the statement of the defense minister, who yesterday says that this was an act done by terrorists wearing Pakistani army uniform. Today, the defense minister says, well, I'm not privy to all the facts, and once the army chief gets back, I shall refer to him and then come back to Parliament. Thereby, yet again, I reiterate the question. In the absence of facts, why did the Defense Minister of India give an alibi to the Pakistani army? Second, since Mr. Chako says that what the Foreign Minister says is also the voice of the government of India, let me allow Mr. Chako, heed your own advice. Do not interrupt when I speak. Listen to your own advice, Mr. Chako.
It is not a question answer session.
And I'm not asking you a question, I'm making an observation. I don't know which part of that grammar missed you completely, sir.
You can.
Allow me to finish.
I know.
Read your own advice. Allow me to finish. Unless the intention, Mr. Chako, is that there be so much of cacophony on Times Now that facts don't surface, which unfortunately they are, irrespective of the attempts you make.
Question to me,
Since Mr. Chako says that listen to the voice of the foreign minister.
You don't want to answer.
Mr. Chako, I have enough patience to hear you out and then yet reiterate the points I'm about to make.
Then you please
According to you, the foreign minister is the voice of the government, sir.
If you want the answer, you please listen.
I'm not putting any questions to you, sir. Since you are saying that the defense minister and foreign minister is the voice of the government, that means you are not.
If you have the patience, if you want the answer...
So let me finish my observations.
Mr.
Chako, it's very obvious to the viewers of Times Now, this is just a delaying tactic.
On the basis of
Can I finish now? Since you are not a representative of government of India, Mr. Chako,
no, one second. You're defending Mr. Anthony. No, one second. But here are the facts. Here are the facts. My sources tell me. One second.
Let me put a few facts. Arnab, allow me, because Mr. Chako used the very old tactic of interfering and not allowing me to finish. He says that the foreign minister is the voice of the government of India. I remember the little snippet of the interview that I saw between you and the foreign minister. And in that interview, you spoke about a journalist from your channel called Meetu Jain, to whom the foreign minister of India speaks of this incident and says that if a bird from Pakistan flies across the border and drops the stone into India, is it the fault of Pakistan? This, sir, is what the foreign minister of India thinks about the incident where 5 Jawans were killed. Now, those people who speak about let the people of the nation decide, I am requesting Mr. Goswami to send a tape of Times Now between 8 and 9 today, where people of India called in and expressed their anguish and anger with regards to this incident while the Prime Minister of the country keeps quiet. The question that now I pose to the government of India is this: why the compulsion or the desire to speak to Nawaz Sharif when you yourself know that it's either the army or the ISI which controls what Pakistan does vis-a-vis terrorist activities?
I'll let Mehboob Beg take that. Mr. Beg, for whatever your fixed positions
Second
are...
question.
No, one second, I get a response from that. No, Mr. Beg.
Mr. Beg is... that Nawaz Sharif's brother is economically enabling Hafiz Saeed to fund terrorist activities in India. In those circumstances, why is the Prime Minister so keen to engage with Nawaz Sharif?
Well, I let Mehboob Beg take that, because Mr. Mehboob Beg, we want to know whether your position tonight is simply a result of your political compulsions, because I remember you heartily, totally and fully supported Operation Parakram in 2002. Therefore, people will conclude that you keep changing your positions with the changing sands of your political convenience. Mr. Mehboob Beg, will you come clean on whether your party has any consistency on issues of national interest?
Mr. Arnab, let me speak now. You have asked me a question. Now we have been hearing for the last half an hour, everybody is attacking whose government is it? Government of India is not Congress's government, for heaven's sake. Don't attack institutions. And I have been hearing abusive language was used against the Prime Minister. Isn't it an important institution of the country? What are you doing?
Which is the abusive language?
I'm asking the Prime Minister to speak, sir. What is improper about that?
Prime Minister is less Indian than those...
I'm asking the Prime Minister to speak and offer condolences.
Louder and...
What is abusive about that?
You are also interrupting others. You
understand? Let him complete.
Who is to decide who is a better Indian? I don't know where these ultra-nationalists, how do they define a nationalist?
Mr. Beg, you have to be an ultra-nationalist. Mr. Beg, define an ultra-nationalist. 1 second. Define an ultra-nationalist. The people of this country who are appalled, Mr. Beg, the people of this country who are appalled that the government of India is providing excuses to the government of Pakistan. Are you saying all the people of the country are ultra-nationalists? You have to be an ultra-nationalist to ask the government why it's changing its line and giving Pakistan a line of defense. You have to be an ultra-nationalist for that, Mr. Beg?
No,
The government has not changed the line. The government has not given any advantage
What are we trying to say?
That
Prime
is
Minister
purely
is less
somebody's
Indian?
opinion.
Where is the Prime Minister? Where is the Prime Minister?
This country is less Indian
The
than those
government
who are
has
trying
not
to
given any
outshout all
concession to
others.
Pakistan. The government has not changed its position. All these statements are totally baseless and
Dr.
incorrect.
Dr. Swami,
On
we've
that
heard all sides of the
presumption,
argument.
You can have any discussion.
No, Mr. Chako, please understand. You see, Mr. Chako, I let Dr. Swami respond to you. Dr. Swami, Dr. Subramaniam Swami.
Well, the fact of the matter is that the Congress party has been caught with its hand in the till or in a most embarrassing position, and you can't fight your way by just shouting down and saying that the final defense minister's statement is the authoritative statement. Why couldn't the defense minister make sure that there were no other statements before giving this statement? Number one. Number two, this was the day when the Prime Minister should have come and said that I am cancelling my visit where I will be meeting Nawaz Sharif. That is exactly what any country would do. I gave you the example of Mr. Obama. Just for one defector
Mr. Chako, whatever English I understand. Whatever English I understand.
He told Rajya Sabha today that the chief of staff has gone to the sport. If the house,
But Mr. Chako, it's not a contradiction, it's a U-turn.
No.
Mr. Anthony,
No.
he has made an honest statement before the house.
Mr. Chako, it's not a question of an individual's honesty, it is a question of the inconsistency of your government. Let us not talk about individual. We are not casting personal aspersions on Mr. Anthony.
You are alleging inconsistency.
No, we are not. We are saying there are inconsistencies.
Tragedy for the government. They are so confused on the question of Pakistan.
Smriti Irani wanted to come in.
That they are so confused about the Pakistan. They don't know what the steps they have to take. They don't understand what is really happening. And the reality, I think, very, very beautifully. I just want to say, please, Mr. Chako and Prime Minister, listen the sentiments of the people of this country. You should be with the
tell you why.
opinion.
I'll tell you why.
Commenting on you, your
I'll tell you why,
personality,
Mr.
your
Chako.
background.
I'll tell you
I am
why,
commenting
Mr.
on the
Chako.
opinion you are expressing.
Mr. Chako, just listen to
I
me.
have the freedom to do that.
Mr. Chako, 1 minute, listen to me, and I want to bring the camera close. The Congress spokesperson says the first note does not exist. Here's what the second note says. Look closely. Right on top here, below my notes, it is written, the following press release supersedes the earlier press release number PRO Jammu 425/August 12013 forwarded from this office. This proves, Mr. Chako, that you sent a second press release superseding the first one. And we are asking you tonight why you did that. That's it.
If you are not prepared to listen to the Defence Minister's statement as the official version of the Government of India, then I
leave the judgment to the people of this. I leave the judgment to the viewers of the Newshour.